Hello and welcome. This is Scott Thomas. I'm with East Tennessee Music Scene with our show On the Rise. It's a new series starting on YouTube very soon. We're here at the Open Chord talking with Randy Holmes here. He's the owner and proprietor of the establishment here. We just wanted to come and ask him a few questions before we started our interview series. And I guess let's get right into it. How you doing, Randy?
Doing great. Doing fantastic.
All right. Now, first question would be, why did you decide to open this venue?
You know, it kind of evolved into this venue. Originally, this was a music store. And, you know, as with the economy today and the diversity of things out there, you know, you can't just live off of selling guitars alone. So, you know, the first concept was let's bring in a little bit of a coffee shop, you know, to kind of get people in here to, you know, drink coffee and play guitars. Then the idea came around to, hey, why don't we have, like, you know, kind of a live music venue? Oh, yeah. And then we brought in, you know, food and beverage of all sorts. And then so it's just kind of evolved over the last few years. And now the concept is pretty cool, I think. It's, you know, if you walk into Guitar Center, Hard Rock Cafe, and Cracker Barrel, it's just kind of bundle all those three businesses together, and that's what you get here.
That's a pretty good description of the place. Whenever I first came in here, I was blown away by basically the awesomeness. I like to use that word for some reason quite a lot. But the first time I watched the show here, I had a great time. First time I met you, you were very open and welcoming to everyone that comes in here. And I know everybody appreciates that. Once they come through the doors, you're going to be there to say, hello, how are you doing? And welcome them with open arms, basically.
Yeah.
What's been your most memorable experience here at this venue in live music, here or anywhere else?
Well, what's happening now is, and it's just growing and growing. I mean, when we first started coming up with this idea, it would be like the musician's paradise. And I tell you what's really cool is when you know, of course we love the retail. The retail's great. But at night when the lights go down and the music goes up and you have any, you know, traveling bands, local bands, and everybody's on the stage just having the time of their life. It's like they're the star of the night. They're on top of the world, and you know that's what gives you a good buzz. You know, it really warms the heart. You know.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And so that's why you want to make this. You know, this as a musician's paradise. You know, we've invested heavily in the sound system, and we just try to lay out the red carpet for everybody here. But I tell you what, if you're a musician, you love this place. I can promise you that.
Oh, definitely. Even though I'm not a musician, I still love this place.
Oh.
I love the sound, the atmosphere, everything about it. It's just always great every time I come in here. I've even put a couple shows on here myself. One of my favorites,
Yep.
the Hark shows. It's one near and dear to my heart.
Yes. Yes, and we love doing that. You know, and we see that you know, doing fundraisers and involving the community is a big deal. You know, and it's good for us too. It brings in lots of people that's never even been in here before. And you know, I think once people come in and they see that, wow, this is a great concept. You know, you got you know, guitars, and you have a school of music. I mean, we have over 100 students, and then you have a full restaurant and bar and live music. I mean, it blows people away, and they tend to come back again and again. And you know, and of course, we offer all genres of music as well. And you know, so whatever your flavor is, it's going to change each week, and you know, you might find something you want to come see for sure.
Oh, most definitely. I've seen all sorts of different genres in here, from heavy metal to bluegrass and country music. So
Yep.
It's always a great thing. What would you like to accomplish for the future of Open Chord?
You know, that's a great question, because every time we turn around, we're trying to change something to make it better. At some point, I'd like to say that we've got it to where we want it to be, and we're not changing constantly. I mean, because it seems like we're well, maybe that's not a bad thing. I mean, we're trying to change every time somebody suggests something, or we might want to add something, you know, like menu changes or whatnot. Yeah. But at some point, you want to kind of get your voice. You want to kind of get everything at a very steady flow, and then it just keeps growing from that point. Now, obviously, any successful business wants to look at other locations as well. So multiple locations potentially in the future. So there's all kinds of great ideas that you can bring from here. But really, the base of this business is to make a musical environment of all ages and all flavors, and just keep trying to grow the music of all things, the world of all things music. Yes. But and it's really, really interesting also that there's the love of music and what people have in it, because it's an emotional thing. And so you get kids in here and they start learning how to play guitar, and it really grows in their spirit, and that's another thing that drives this business, is just the passion and the love and where people want to go with it. Not everybody's going to be a rock star, but I tell you what, you can certainly get a good feeling in your head and your heart when you're playing music, for sure. Listening as well,
Most definitely. My son over here, he really enjoys listening to music, and he's been wanting to play guitar for quite a long time. I've got to get him into guitar lessons, so we'll have to check this place out for some lessons.
Yep.
Very soon.
Well, we have all ages. I mean, if coming in here as far as lessons goes, we have, I think our youngest student is 4 years old.
Wow.
And our oldest student is in his 80s. So,
I myself need to be getting in for some lessons too. I want to play guitar myself.
Yeah.
It'd be great to learn something that I've always wanted to learn my entire life, and I'm 38 years old now, so.
Well, that's a good time, though. You might be able to spend some, focus time on it. It's a lot of times when you're a kid, you might want to think about sports or something else other than music. But there is, I think the beauty about music is it doesn't matter how old you are. Once you start getting into it, you're going to get into it, and it'll stick with you.
That's good words there. Last question would be, what do you hope people take away from their experience here at this venue?
Well, I want them to leave here and want to come back and just feel like they got treated like no other place can treat you, and just and make it your getaway. I mean, with the stress in the world and all the crazy stuff that goes on, and you come in here and enjoy yourself and just release all the issues going on in the world, and for the moment, enjoy life. That's that's what music does to you, obviously, and we beyond that, I guess you can't really ask for much more. You just want people to leave and had a great time and want to always come back.
Well, most definitely. That's what I strive for whenever I come to a venue such as this, especially this one. I want to come in here and just let all my worries go away and just get into the music, just like everyone else is here, and just have a good time and be in a great atmosphere with good people, and it's always a good time. But any last words would you like to impart on everybody on the videos?
Well, I certainly want to say thank you for doing this and spreading the love, and you're only as good as everybody with you, and I can't say enough for we've been trying to come up with this and do it right, and it just takes a little time, and so I appreciate the support and the community and everybody that's into this right now. So let's hopefully we'll be interviewing again in another 10 years, and I'll still have my hair or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you already have more hair than I do, so that's a good thing. But we appreciate you letting us interview you and getting this thing started, and hopefully we'll have great things to see in the future here at Open Chord, just like we've seen in the past. There's been some great shows here, and I'm just excited for the future.
I am too. And anytime we can do things to help support any need or cause out there, let's bring it on. And that's really the direction we need to go at all times, trying to help each other and love each other. And one last word I will say is I'm very, very fortunate and blessed that we've been able to get where we are today, and there's just so many areas of concern that we need to stop. What I always say, stop, drop, and roll. and take note of what's happening at the moment, and then embrace that and move forward. So I think we're on a good path, and it's folks like you and many others out there that help us get there. So thank you very much again.
Well, thank you for letting us interview you. I appreciate it, and it's been great talking to you. And this is Scott Thomas with the East Tennessee music scene on the rise. Just wanted to mention a couple things here. We have Therapy Brothers Entertainment doing our video today, and potentially several videos in the future, as well as our venue spot here at Open Chord. We're going to be doing lots of different band interviews, so stay tuned in the future. We will see you later. Thanks.